a quiet college town, 4 bright students, a brutal crime that shook America, and a man whose obsession with criminology may have led him straight to murder. This is the story of Bryan Kohberger, and the trial that just ended in 4 life sentences. You're watching Microcase, where every case has a story. Subscribe for weekly deep dives into the darkest corners of true crime. It was the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022 in Moscow, Idaho. 4 University of Idaho students, Madison Mogan, Kaylee Gonçalves, Zana Kernadel, and Ethan Chapin, were brutally murdered in their off-campus home. There were no signs of forced entry, no witnesses, and the community was paralyzed by fear. Bryan Christopher Kohberger was a 28-year-old PhD student in criminology at Washington State University, just 10 miles away from the victim's home. He studied serial killers. He posted psychological surveys on Reddit, asking criminals how they felt during their crimes. He was literally studying how to get away with murder. It didn't take long for police to focus on Kohberger. Surveillance footage placed a white Hyundai Elantra near the scene. His cell phone data matched movements around the house. And then, the DNA, a single sheath of a Ka-bar knife left behind, with Kohberger's DNA on the snap button. On December 30th, 2022, Bryan Kohberger was arrested in Pennsylvania at his parents' house. The trial stretched over 2 years. Kohberger refused to speak publicly. His legal team tried to argue lack of motive, even suggesting the DNA was planted, but the evidence was overwhelming. On July 23, 2025, Bryan Kohberger was sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole. In court, he didn't apologize. He didn't look at the victims' families. He didn't even acknowledge his own mother and sister sitting just feet away.
Get it now, is this tragedy, this horrible tragedy on all of the 4 children, has brought us closer. You united us with your actions. We're united now, and we're stronger than ever. We have family and friends now that we never knew we had. And you know, this is probably going to bother everybody, but Bryan, I'm here today to tell you I have forgiven you, because I no longer could live with that hate in my heart. And for me to become a better person, I have forgiven you. And anytime you want to talk and tell me what happened, get my number. I'm here.
The judge called his actions cruel beyond measure. For the families of the victims, the sentence offers some closure, but no real peace. The case sparked nationwide conversations about campus security, criminology studies, and whether a killer can truly hide behind intellect. Bryan Kohberger thought he could outsmart the system. He studied crime, but ultimately became the subject of it. This was not just a case, it was a tragedy, a warning, and a reminder that even in the most peaceful places, darkness can find a way in. If you found this story compelling, give it a like, comment below your thoughts, and subscribe for more true crime stories every week. Stay safe, stay curious, and remember, justice always leaves a trail.